How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the top skins submitted this week. And since next week is technically when the Easter skins are supposed to be submitted because they are due on the 4th, but they're supposed to be for somewhere around the 14th or the 15th whenever the Easter update happens, that made things confusing. And yeah, so these are the skins that were supposed to be submitted last week, but there's also some skins that were submitted for the Easter week that aren't Easter skins that I put into this week, if that makes sense. So let's get into it. Starting off, we've got a Hoodie Pant set with the Calico Hoodie Pants, and as you can see, it's all made up like a calico cat. Kind of has a pajama kind of look to it, even though it's a hoodie and pants. And then back here, it has a tail and a pretty friendly little calico cat head. So there you go. You can dress up as a calico. Next, we've got something pretty crazy. This is called the EXO set, or the EXO hoodie and pants, and this is amazing looking. I mean, look at this. But I don't think this is something that would make it into the game. But it was just too awesome to not show. I mean, this is a really cool idea, but I think it's a little too much for Rust. Just, you know, too techy. But hey, definitely very, very cool concept. Next, we've got some armor for you. Starting off with this one, we've got the Woodland face mask and chest piece. And the whole thing kind of just looks like it's made out of old wood. And there's like a little cobalt, like piece of metal, I don't know, attached there. And it has kind of fake teeth carved into it and little designs here and there. Kind of give it a scary look. And then on the back here, pretty much just some moss and vines going on. Lastly, we've got a carbon fiber set for you, and this has a very techy look to it, very kind of clean cut design to the helmet, as you can see. And then the rest of it just, yeah, pretty much is just a flag vest. Definitely something that a lot of people love, that kind of design of, and with that carbon fiber look, it's just very clean design. Next up, we've got our deployables, and we've got two furnaces for you. The first one up here is the Recycler Furnace. As you can see, the whole thing is themed after the actual recycler itself. And yeah, it just definitely has a very rusty feel to it. There we go. Now that it actually turned on, you can see that it has a kind of normal glow going on. Nothing too special here, but it does have like a little powered switch, which we'll be able to check out at night. Next, we've got another furnace for you. This one is the Radioactive Furnace, and as you'll see, the whole thing just kind of brightens right up there when you light it. There it is. And it definitely has kind of like a cool radioactive glow to it, you know, thus its name, which we'll show you here shortly in the dark. Next, we've got some boxes for you. First one here is a scrap box. This is the clear frame scrap storage. And as you can see into it from the top and the sides, and you can see it's filled with scrap, so that's definitely a very cool design. Next, we're going to kind of just skip over these boxes, or well, add these boxes together, I should say here. Scientific storage, we've got the farming and traps box. Farming, I could see being a useful thing, you know, seeds and other farming stuff like that. Traps, I don't know if it needs its own box, really. That could kind of just go in the other, or a drop box would be a very useful thing to see as well. So, yeah. Next, we've got a rug for you, a continuation in the spray can set, so therefore it is the spray can rug. I mean, not too much really else to go with it there. Next, we've got doors. Starting off here, we've got a couple of wooden doors for you. This one has a little bit of a spring look to it, and therefore, well, this is a spring wooden door. Has some flowers and so forth adorning it. And then on this side over here, you can see kind of like a little brick design there in the middle. Next, we've got a very cool looking wooden door for you. This one is the secret room wooden door, and it has these beautiful candles lit up on it. It's definitely a very nice design. And of course, if you check out the back of it, it looks like a padded secret door. Definitely quite cool. Moving on, we've got some sheet metal doors for you. Starting out with this one, the under protection metal door. And yeah, that Rottweiler looks pretty mean. Might even be a hell dog, because look at that light coming up from behind it. Next, we've got kind of a wacky sci-fi steampunky door for you. This is the electric eye door. And well, as you can see, there's definitely quite the electric eye there. And there's definitely a cool glow that we'll be able to check out here shortly. Next, we've got a funny little idea. This is the regular sheet metal door, but made of paper, or at least to look like it's made out of paper. So, hey, there it is. Next, we've got the double sheet metal going deep door version 2. There's also another version that has text, which you can check out down in the description, where we always have that link. Next, we've got a couple garage doors for you. Starting out with this one right here. This is the Hacked Garage Door by Duck. And as you can see, it just has a very cool kind of sci-fi hacker kind of theme thing going on here. And then you can see there's a run code brute force EXE, but it's got a picture of a rocket there. Gotta love the little humor behind it. Then lastly, we've got a railroad crossing door. It might be a little bit early. We're not sure quite yet when the rail system will come in above ground. But one way or another, this one is definitely a very cool looking door. Let's go ahead and kill the lights, and you can see what I mean with that glow. It's just absolutely well done. Very beautiful. Definitely got some cool tech glow going on over here with this one. And those going deep doors always have a very cool glow as well with the neon. Heading over here, we've got the glow on that steampunk kind of glowing eye door. And then you've got the glow on that watcher. It almost changes it into a different creature. You got the candles on this door. So it only lights up on one side. And then we've got the little window. Again, only one side there. Then if we go ahead and cruise on over here, we've got traps and farming. They both kind of have different hues of green to them. And then if we actually check out this box over here, it also has glow around it, kind of like neon tubes lighting up the top and sides. And then of course we've got the furnaces. You can see that radioactive glow through the glow of the furnace. Definitely very neat. And lastly, we've got that recycle furnace. There's a little crack in the back there with some light coming through, and there are the little glowy lights I told you about. Alright, let's jump into that last part of our video where we check out the tools and weapons. And first off, we've got a hammer for you. This one is the Welder's hammer. And yeah, the whole thing just kind of looks scrapped and junked together, welded little pieces. Fits right to its name. Next, we've got a rock for you, and it is a continuation in the Toxic set by La Crempe, so this is the Toxic Rock, of course. And as you would imagine, it glows, so be sure to check that out at the end of the video. Next, we've got another very awesome looking glowy rock for you. This is the Mysterious Rock by Ideal, and it's definitely got a very unique, kind of mystic, magical glow to it, I would say. Then we've got another rock for you. This one is the Ancient Rock. And yeah, well, there you go, Ancient Rock. Next, we've got a tool set for you, and the whole thing is just silly. This is the Knitted Hatchet and Pickaxe, and, well, I mean, they literally fit the name there. They look like they're knitted, and they kind of look like little critters. Look, it has a happy face. He's smiling at you there. You gotta like that. You have to, though. Well, not really, but you do. Next, we've got a bone club for you. It's a continuation in the cactus set, so therefore it is the cactus bone club. So there you go. I mean, it just is what it is. It almost looks like celery at the end. Don't know why. Next, we've got a bow for you. This one has two versions, but the red one really stood out to me this week. You can go ahead and check out the alternate one in the workshop description as usual. But yeah, it definitely has a very nice kind of glow to it. This is the Cyclicity bow. The names, guys, are killing me sometimes here. There you have it. Next, we've got a Revy for you, and this one is a kind of a weird kind of... It shines, but it doesn't. It kind of looks dull, but at the same time, it also has kind of, you know, a sheen to it. This is the Space Idol Revolver. And there you go. You can kind of see as we move it around a little more. Aiming down the sights here, you've got a little star. Unfortunately, the sights aren't any different colored from the rest of the gun. So it's kind of nice to have that. There you go. Next, we've got a Sar for you, and this one is on the kind of clean military side. This is the Ebony Sar by Trix. And yeah, this is definitely very clean cut and quite nice looking. Aiming down the sights here, you've got some red painted dots. Those are not glowing sights, but see what I mean? It's always nice to kind of have that. Kind of adds a little extra something of value to the weapon. Next, we've got a pump shotgun for you, and this one is quite clean and beautiful. This is the Endbringer shotgun by Krov, and yeah, this thing just looks quite tactical and clean. I just have to keep saying clean because it really is. It does have some scuffs and so forth, but I think you guys know what I mean. Aim down the sights here, and we'll pop a reload. There we have it. Next, whoa, that was weird. We have a custom SMG for you, and this one has some teeth. This is the Berserk Smg by Anathen, and, well, as you can see, it definitely looks like it is crazy. Even down the sights here, you've got some bloody claw marks and some silver versus black sights there. Next, we've got another custom for you. This one is part of the carbon fiber set. Like I said, some things kind of doubled up this week because of Easter and so forth, but definitely translates really nicely onto the skins. Very clean looking. Aim down the sights here, you've got some red tips to help you focus in on those heads. Next, we've got another very clean looking gun for you. You guys are gonna just hashtag clean down in the comments, I guess. That's just how it's gonna be. We've got this MP5 for you. This is the monochrome MP5 by Rotoman, and is definitely a very shiny gun. Aiming down the sights here, not too much going on. A little bit more probably could have been done with it, but hey, you've got at least black versus the silver there for the tip. Next, we've got another MP5 for you. This one has a kind of digital camera thing going on. This is the Shards Mp5 by Fresh. And yeah, it's kind of got that lime green. Aiming down the sights here, you've got what looks like it's glowy, but it's not. It's just that very bright lime color sight. There we go. Next, we've got another MP5 for you, and this one is the Superstar, if you couldn't read that on the side of it. And yeah, it's just got this kind of graffiti kind of look to it going on, or street art. Aiming down the sights, not anything too much going on at the sights. Again, a missed opportunity. The MP5 does have a big space to work with right there. Next, we've got one last MP5 for you. Oh no, sorry, there's still one more. Chameleon Mp5, second to last. And yeah, it's that new set from Milo that has that chameleon look. Very similar to the 10%, but it is more of a pearlescent thing going on. Aim down the sights here, you can see black versus the pearlescent tip. We pop that reload for you. Boom. Alright, and here's our last MP5. This one is the Spectrum Mp5, and it definitely has a very cool kind of rainbow design to it right there. Aiming down the sights, you've got kind of like a pink versus the green kind of going on. And again, like I said, these kind of stacked up weird, so we actually have the Spectrum LR for you as well, if it loads. There it goes. Boom, pops right in. So there's that LR. Aiming down the sights, purple versus black. And there's a reload. Last but not least, we've got a rocket launcher for you. This one is quite big and beefy. This is the Big Boom Rocket Launcher. There you go. You gotta love that name. And when you aim down the sights, you can see a little bit of the yellow there and a bit of that Big Boom yellow caution tape kind of thing going on. Definitely has a very military-esque look to it. And as per tradition, I guess we have to shoot something with a rocket before we end this. So, I don't know. Oh, I guess the rocket never loaded. Let's try that again. Rocket has to actually load. You know, that tree's calling to me over there. Boom, we got it. Hey, I actually took something out for once, guys. Well, that's gonna do it. Don't forget to stick around at the end to see the glow. Sound off down in the comment section below which ones you're hoping for the most and why. And y'all stay rusty. Look forward to Easter. See you then.